Hey there people, how you doing? I am Avigyan Bhattacharya. Yeah, it's a mouthful, but anyways, welcome to my channel. This is Tech Phenomena. So with introductions out of the way, let's get started. Here we have the Samsung Galaxy S20 Plus and is the latest and second greatest flagship. I have got the cloud blue version here. Opening up this very tall box from Samsung, we are greeted by the S20 Plus in all its glory. Keeping that aside, let's see what else we have here. There's a 25-watt charging brick, and it's thankfully faster than the 15-watt charging brick that we had last year with the S10. There's also the USB-C to USB-C cable, and of course the super high quality headphones tuned by AKG. These are not your regular pair of earphones. There's also the SIM ejector tool and the case if you want to use it. It's a simple rubber case, nothing special about it, and well, I tend to go caseless. Yeah, I take the dangerous part. There's also a screen protector that Samsung pre-installs for you. You can keep it if you want, I'll remove it. Oh yes, I'm living the dangerous life now. Okay, so the phone is all set up now, and I'm just going to go over the basic features and the specs that we get from this, like you don't know already. But yeah, let's see what we have here. I think that the S20 Plus is a very good middle ground between the Ultra, the super expensive, crazy, high-end thing that we have from Samsung, and the I don't want to say if it's menial S20, but yeah, this is the middle ground, and I prefer it because, well, I like large screens, but the S20 Ultra is way too much for me. So 6.7 inches on this is considerably large and quite acceptable for me. This one also has a 500 mAh larger battery as compared to the S20, and it might help out. We'll have to test it out, use it, put it through its paces and see how it fares. And another main reason why I didn't go for the Ultra is because this one's camera focuses better. Yeah, that's a fact. The main camera here is a normal 12 megapixel camera, no crazy high-end 108 megapixels that we get on the Ultra. Sorry about the pun, but the plus side in this phone is that you get the class-leading dual pixel autofocus from Samsung. It's flawless. It focuses perfectly each and every time, just like any flagship should. And unless Samsung, brings us some miracle software updates that'll fix the autofocus issue on the Ultra, I think this is like the safest way to go. It of course has everything you need. It has the most powerful processor, or I won't say second most powerful processor on the market, because I have the Exynos 990 version. The story about how the Exynos differs from the Snapdragon 865 is a whole another ball game. I'll get into that later maybe. There's also 8GB RAM, and it's plenty. I have never, even in the S10 that I was using earlier, I have not once ever had a problem with RAM management and applications not being kept open. It performs flawlessly on that, and I only expect better from this one. I got the base storage option here. It's got 128 gigabytes, but this thing has expandable storage via micro SD card. And of course, this one has quite easily, actually the whole Samsung lineup, the S20 lineup, has the best displays on the market. It's obvious now. Last year they were kind of lagging behind OnePlus and the ROG phone with respect to how smooth the displays were. These still looked amazing, but they weren't as smooth. And now Samsung has brought us the 120Hz display, which is just silky, slick. But yeah, there is the drawback of, Full HD Plus only. You don't have the high resolution option. It's not the problem that 120Hz QHD Plus is not supported by the chipset. It's that Samsung stops us from using it just to save battery life. But honestly, I just hope there was an option. And of course, the display also has HDR10 Plus support. Now, if you don't know what HDR10 Plus is, I might be coming out with that video too, sooner or later. We also have stereo speakers here, and I felt like these were slightly louder than the ones we had before. They are Dolby Atmos tuned, and they're awesome. They sound amazing, they're loud. I'm going to test it out if it's louder than before, but yeah, they won't disappoint you. And of course, there's a big ass battery in this, 4500 mAh. It'll last you the whole day. With 120 Hz turned on, I'm thinking it'll last just one day. I don't think it's going to go for 1.5 or 2. The camera on this one, well, it's interesting to say the least. As I said before, the main camera is much more well balanced in my opinion. It's a bigger sensor than last year, obviously, and even then it has the dual pixel autofocus, which makes it much more easier to get, you know, the correct shot, the shots which have the subject in focus. We also have our good old ultra wide angle lens, and it's 12 megapixels this year. Samsung reduced the megapixel count from last year. I'm gonna have to see if that really matters or not, so stay tuned. There'll be a camera comparison coming soon. The main change that you're going to see with regards to the camera, I think they come in with the telephoto lens, or the lack thereof. There's basically no actual telephoto lens, no real optical zoom in this. There's another lens, a high resolution 64 megapixel lens in this, and the camera just digitally crops in to give you that 3x zoom. And well, this one has that space zoom with 30x zoom, and you know, it's useless. Just don't think about it. I tried it the first time. Nope, I'm not gonna do it again. That 64 megapixel lens is what is used for 8K video. I'm gonna have to test it out, but I'm excited for it. Another thing that I'm really excited about is that this camera can record HDR10 Plus video. Yeah, it doesn't just play back HDR10 Plus, it can record it as well. Software wise, I don't think anything much has changed in this. It's One UI 2.1 on top of Android 10, and it's basically the latest from Google and from Samsung. There is a healthy load of bloatware in this, and well, it's a Samsung phone. There is supposed to be some. At this point, if it's not there, I'd be worried, I think. But yeah, I just deleted or disabled the apps, and end of story, I don't have to see them again. But of course, we have ample customization on this. I'm planning on making a video on that too. So I guess that's what we have for the S20 Plus. I'm going to put this through its paces, you know, just see how it compares. There will be a lot more content coming out on this, so do subscribe and hit that like button if you enjoyed. And of course, stay home, stay safe, and wash your hands. That's important. Really important. Yep. Cheers.